It's been a while since I've been over here. I think June was the last time, actually. Started out with a couple cherry. That one wasn't in the best shape there. The butt was all rotted out on it. And this one, it's cutting with the old 500 there for a minute. This one has a real bad spot right up in there. Oh, something about the cherry in here. Getting too big, maybe. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with them, but this one here has deader than a doornail. That one there has a real bad butt down in there. I'll probably actually leave that one though, just because keep the canopy up high a little bit in here. The hemlocks have everything all shaded out, so nothing's really doing that well. Got a couple smaller maple coming in. It's amazing how you get used to cutting certain size trees, like that clearing I did. A lot of that stuff was small, less than 20 inches on the stump. And you come back to a place like this and you're cutting massive trees, and it takes a little time to adjust to it. For me anyways. I don't know how you guys are with different jobs and dealing with different trees, but even these bigger ones, after cutting them for so long, they start to, feel somewhat small as well. So it's just funny how you adapt to things over time. Now we're on to this beauty. Although it has a big bad spot in the back here, like I was showing you guys earlier. That tree came out there like a wild child. Holy smokes. A lot of weight on that top though, being that big fork. That's not my prettiest drop, but they all don't go perfect. You imagine standing right here, watching your tree go down, you're watching it hit the ground, and the next thing you know, this big limb snaps off and freaking cracks you in the head. That's why you get away from the trees. Next up on today's agenda, these are some massive double cherries here. This one here, I'm gonna tip that way. I just want to point something out real quick. All right, this one here, I was talking about dropping it that way. Well, you see, when you're looking for your path to drop a tree, and you see something like this that's leaning back towards you, and that tree hits it, there is a chance that this could fall back and swat the ground. And depending on where you're going, you could very well get hit by that. So it's things like that you gotta look out for. Everything in the woods you gotta look out for. But just pointing that out because I have a feeling that this one's gonna hit that and push this down over here where my escape route could be. But I'm gonna leave it like this and see what happens with it. My escape route's gonna be the other way, so I don't have to worry about it. Well, I was wrong about that beach swatting back, but it's still worth pointing out. Well, now I did it. Put that log right on top of a ground bee's nest. And they are ticked. Well, come to think about it, I didn't have one issue of ground bees until someone decided to leave a comment on my channel saying that they couldn't believe that I didn't run any ground bees doing clearing. I won't say any names, but I'm just saying. This is 4 nests now in like 3 days. Steve. I met my wife downtown for lunch today with the kids, and I got stung by a bee while we were down there. Imagine that. But it just seems like my luck. I run into a couple pockets of ground bees on the dozer, and now all of a sudden they're attaching me. Well, while I let the ground bees sort out their thing with that log, here's the next one. This is a squirrely one here. And then this one here has a huge dead limb in it. That'll get you dead. Well, I thought this was a pretty nice tree because I was gonna not cut it, but then I realized I might have to cut it. And then I started looking at it more, and this whole bottom's eating all out of it, and it's got that huge dead limb up there too, so there's something going on with it. It'd be better off just to get something out of it now. We got to butt a little bit of that off, full of red rot. As you can see. Say hello, Mr. Beetle. That landed beautifully. Well, I'm going to leave these logs right here for tonight because I'm not going to skid anything past those ground bees. I'm going to drive around them, do a nice love loop away from them. I'm going to go cut a couple more trees over on the other side where I can actually do some skidding and probably call it a night. Once we get these cleaned up, I'll come back and drop that massive double there. We already did the first half. We just got to do this half. But until then, let's go find a couple more trees to cut. that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day.